In the second Tenchu, we find out there are 3 Azuma ninja: Tatsumaru, Ayame, and Rikimaru. Tatsumaru dies after getting amnesia, and then there are 2. Rikimaru dies in the first one, saving Princess Kiku from the clutches of the evil demon lord Meo and his first in command, Onikage. And then there is only Ayame. If you want to see any of those stories summarized in their entirety, I have those on this channel. But otherwise, it is time to see how the Azuma Ninja continue life with only Ayame left. I'm Yusuf for the video game plot summaries, and this is Tenchu 3 Return from Darkness. So the story is slightly different between characters, so I will be doing all the stories separately, starting with Rikimaru since it seems to continue the story the best. We open with the merchant Takube asking Natsu, a shogunate official, to kindly look the other way while Takube conducts business. He does so while sliding a ton of money towards Natsu. With the business done, it is time for Natsu to put on a blindfold and enjoy the love of a random kidnapped girl who doesn't want to be raped. Natsu starts feeling for the girl and believes that he found her. He's really impressed by how big and strong this girl is. Then he starts feeling the girl all the way down to the pants. It's a penis. And that penis belongs to a ninja assassin. Rikimaru gives the old Jackie Chan speech condemning Takube for taking girls from their family when their parents can't pay the loans back and then using the girls as hookers. Riki says slaves, but it's pretty obvious they're turning these girls into prostitutes. Riki wastes no time killing Natsu, the official, and then starts to interrogate Takube. And Takube tells him that he has a man on the inside at Goda Castle named Hamada and starts to plead for his life when he is killed out of nowhere by Onikage? Rikimaru is surprised that Onikage is not dead, even though they both died together. In another place entirely, a ball of light reports to the other ball of lights that Rikimaru is still alive. The head ball of light seems pretty giddy about it. Well, whatever. Riki heads straight to Lord Goda's castle, the home of his master, to find this man with glasses named Hamada. This is tricky because Rikimaru is supposed to be dead. Riki can't just walk through the front door and ask for Hamada, right? Riki disposes of Hamada rather quickly without interrogation or anything. I mean, Riki must have taken the surprise assassination by Onikage as Takube telling the complete truth, because he doesn't even let Hamada explain himself. Oh well. So, right when this happens, the castle is attacked. Rikimaru wastes no time disposing of all the bad ninjas as he makes his way to Lord Goda's chambers. Riki reveals himself to a surprised Lord Goda, and Ayame is there too. Ayame does not believe that he is the real deal, but Rikimaru explains that he used a ninja deep sleeping technique to stay alive. While he was in the deep sleep, he sent his shadow across the land to do his work. Ayame still doesn't quite believe him, but I don't think she cares that much. So they have backup shadows now? Where is Tatsumaru's backup shadow? What a dumb idea. It's like, congratulations, you are now an Azuma ninja. Hey, great. What's my first mission? I want you to not do anything until Rikimaru dies. Then you can be Rikimaru. Wait, what? So they do a little detective work and find limestone residue on some of the ninjas. So they surmise that the ninjas are hiding out in the limestone caverns. Also, there is a rumor that Lord Meo's sword, the Shishito sword. That's a mouthful. Also, there is a rumor that Lord Meo's sword, the Shishito sword, is there attracting evil powers. Why they didn't just go there the moment they heard the rumor is beyond me. But I guess this way you're killing two birds with one stone, huh? So Riki goes to the heart of the caverns, and the wall opens up, revealing the Shichishito sword really is there. But before he can grab it or destroy it, Onikage appears, saying that he was brought back to life by a man named Tenrai, and as payment he needed the Shichishito sword. He knew that Rikimaru would eventually lead him to it, and he has been following Rikimaru around. I have to admit, Onikage isn't so great a fighter, but he's excellent at surveillance. The Azuma ninja never knew they were being watched, and he's dropped in on them like 5 or 6 times. Anyway, it seems like instead of bringing the sword back to Tenrai, Onikage plans on using it to resurrect Lord Meo. Riki is not having it, so they fight. Rikimaru wins and turns to take the Shichishito sword when he hears Onikage's mask drop. It wasn't Onikage after all. Before he can process this, the real Onikage reaches across and slits Rikimaru's throat. Onikage picks up the sword and calls out for Lord Meo. The sword starts to activate but then drops. Something is blocking its power. Just then, the sword of the Azuma comes flying in and starts resonating. Out of the portal, a flash zips across the air. It's the real Rikimaru. So they fight again, for the first time. Rikimaru kills Onikage again and grabs the sword only to be ambushed by more ninja and attacked by Onikage, who was just faking that he was dead. Onikage is perplexed that Rikimaru was able to stay alive in the portal, so he decides to let Rikimaru be. But I really think he was just too beat up to continue. When Rikimaru gets back, he finds out that Princess Kiku has been kidnapped. Seriously? 3 games, 3 times she's been kidnapped. It's time to start training more ninja and more security. Anyway, the princess is in Amagai Castle. He gets past the Ronin samurai and enters the castle to find that there are no people in it. It's all wooden puppets. But once he makes it to the end, it all makes sense. A man by the name of Dr. Kimaira starts blabbing about Rikimaru only caring about why he kidnapped the Princess Kiku and not the truth. Sounds like bullcrap to me. Dr. Kimaira swears he will teach Riki the truth with his huge puppet backpack, Maihime. But he doesn't. After the fight, Ayame shows up. Rikimaru needs her to take care of the princess so that he can go and get Izayoi fixed at Rizai's place. Just then, somewhere else, we finally get a good look at Lord Tenrai as he sees Dr. Kimaira's candle go out. Rikimaru makes it to Rizai's place and shows him Izayoi. Rizai tells him that he can repair it with the regular metal and lower its power, or use a metal just as strong. Riki pulls out the Shichishito sword. I wonder if he's been carrying it this whole time, or he stopped off somewhere special to retrieve it. It could have been at Lord Goda's castle, because then he would have brought back the princess himself. I wouldn't leave the Shichishito sword at Goda Castle either. Not when Princess Kiku gets kidnapped so dang much. Anyway, the choice is the players, so I will be covering both outcomes. It's not a huge difference in the story anyway. Because it is the Shichishito sword, though, the undead are attracted to it. Rizai hands Rikimaru the Miramasa so he can put the undead to bed. Once he does that, he is heckled by a hologram of Tenrai who asks him to join the crew of bad guys. This always pisses me off. They always ask, but they never have anything that tempts the protagonist. Nothing in the way of instant gratification. No women, no money, no hostages, nothing. It is only after Rikimaru says no that Tenrai is like, "Oh yeah, I brought your friend Tatsumaru back to life. See you later." After that, Rikimaru has a mission where he is to kill Lord Toguro for secretly building a rebellion. His daughter finds out and kills the Lord in the name of the family before Rikimaru can get to him. Then she foolishly thinks that Rikimaru is the last person left who knows the truth, so she has to kill him. He's all like, "Not if I kill you first." But he should have just told her that he was supposed to kill Lord Totogoro and give her a chance to rehabilitate herself. After all, if he knows, his master knows. But I mean, Rikimaru is not about redemption, is he? In the middle of the fight, Rikimaru figures out that the daughter is the informant, but she wanted to die anyway, so whatever. In the next mission, an Ayame imposter attacks Lord Goda and fails. The real Ayame is caught and imprisoned. She tells Rikimaru that the imposter went into the bamboo forest. When he finds the fake Ayame, he beats her up, and she turns out to be some random guy who tells Rikimaru that he has fallen for a trap. Riki is like, "What do you mean?" But the guy bites off his tongue and dies. He was another one of Tenrai's assassins. Not a very good one. He can't even assassinate one lord. So while all that was going on, Tenrai used a distraction and the fact that Ayame was locked up to invade a Buddhist temple. This temple is a special temple though, because it secretly is a military base for Lord Goda. Goda sends Rikimaru in there rather than have an army attack a holy temple. Once he gets inside, he is confronted by Kagura, the leader of this takeover. She puts magic scriptures on a big-ass Debo dude named Ganda to make him extra strong and points him towards Rikimaru. But Ganda is mad slow, so Rikimaru attacks Kagura first and kills her witch ass. Right then, Ganda's powers weaken and Rikimaru moves in for the second kill, but is cut off by Tatsumaru again. This time, Tatsu delivers a killing blow to Ganda. Tatsu then turns to Rikimaru and they fight until exhaustion. That's when Tatsumaru tells Rikimaru that Master Shiunzai sealed a dojutsu in Rikimaru's eye, and that as a younger ninja he wasn't strong enough, so Master Shiunzai kept it a secret. So all this time when Rikimaru thought he was blind in that eye, he just needed to focus his power to fix it? This makes no sense. Rikimaru was not blind in one eye. He definitely got cut over his cheek and eyebrow, but it's pretty clear in the prequel and in the first game and in the intro video that Rikimaru has the use of both eyes. So what the heck is Tatsu going on about? Anyway, Tenrai doesn't take kindly to this betrayal and snuffs out Tatsumaru's candle himself. Then Rikimaru feels pain in his eye while Tenrai invites Rikimaru to get revenge at Tenrai's fortress. What the hell is that? And 2 days later, Rikimaru heads out to kill Tenrai. On the way through the fortress, he runs into Onikage. Now, if you chose to fix Izayoi with the Shichisto sword, Onikage will seize the power in it immediately and call you an idiot for falling for the trap. If you don't, nothing happens. Whichever way you choose, it doesn't matter because Onikage loses again. That literally is 7-0 for those keeping track. So Rikimaru keeps on and finally gets to Tenrai. Tenrai spits that line I hate, where he says that Rikimaru and him are alike. Rikimaru has a darkness that will eventually give way to evil. Rikimaru, of course, is pretty pissed at hearing this because that is how the cliche works. They fight and eventually Tenrai has to pull out his trump card by calling out to Lord Meo to give him power. But all that really happens is that he gets a little bigger and looks a little crazier. Not impressed. You killed all those people and used their souls for that transformation? Well, it did the trick because now Rikimaru is getting thrown all over the place. At some point, Riki starts going blind because of story convenience, and he hears Tatsumaru calling out to him, telling him to open his left eye. So then Rikimaru opens it, and he can see again? I think? Then they fight some more, and Tenrai uses his power to disarm Rikimaru of Izayoi. Then Ayame jumps in like, I got this, but then she can't take it because she's a woman pretty much. I'm sorry, she's not strong enough. She throws it to Ricky, and he picks it up, and they fight again. These are the most add-ons I've seen for a basic-ass fight. Each time there's a cutscene, there's not much of a change in Tenrai, and Rikimaru goes down in the cutscene and back up, so then when we come back from the cutscene, he's still absolutely normal. Shit is stretched out like Dragon Ball fights. Anyway, that's the end of the summary, and here's the ending.
Where is Rikimaru?
My lord, look! Quickly, my lord, we must flee.
Wait. It's over. Not even Tenrai's vicious sorcery could defeat our mighty ninja. We are lucky those two are on our side. Very lucky indeed.
All right, that was the ending of the first Rikimaru story of Tenchu 3, Return of the Shadows, Return from the Shadows, that's what it's called, or whatever it is from Xbox. Yo, that story was pretty involved. In the next story, they don't really have half of the elements in that story as they do in this one, and I was kind of bitching and complaining that they didn't combine the stories before, like in the review, but I think that having 2 or 3 separate stories kind of like makes it okay to me. Now this story specifically was pretty dope because it had all the fan service that you would want from the last Tenchu. I mean, it had the Shichishito sword, Lord Mayo was mentioned several times, Onikage popped out twice. You know what I'm saying? Rikimaru, I mean, that's all the fan service you need right there anyway. They also had Tatsumaru just appearing, you know. That was pretty cool. They came in and helped out. But that whole, there's a jutsu in your eye, and that's why you couldn't see because you have a magic sealed in there. What the hell was that about? Even when his eye, I can see now. Like, that was the jutsu? Like, that was the jutsu? Master Shiunzai made you blind on purpose, and then as you got old enough, he made it so that you can use your power to see again. What the heck was that? Oh, I can't move. Open your eye. Oh, I can move again. What the hell was that? It was garbage. That's what it was. I would have been fine just fighting the dude, you know, but I guess you needed a reason for Tatsumaru to turn, like him being like some sort of secret agent after he'd been brought back to life to fight the Azuma ninja. You know, I mean, it was interesting because the end of Tatsumaru was him being a traitor, so I'm sure Lord Tenrai decided to wake him up because he thought that Tatsumaru hated Azuma ninja and that he'd have a chance to, you know, beat him up, but you know, it turned out that he was still loyal to his boys. So that's nice. There's a nice little thing there. But yeah, on the real, come on. There's a jutsu in your eye. Man, get the fuck out of here. Way to keep that shit a secret. Too bad there was only 4 damn ninja in that whole fucking camp, huh? All of them got killed by Tatsumaru, and then he's not gonna tell nobody? Look, man, I would have stabbed him myself. Rikimaru would be like, oh, you mean I was blind for 20 years? Because I got a jutsu in there that just does nothing but makes me see again? Zuma Ninja, a bunch of assholes, bro. No wonder you picked me up as an orphan. I guess it's better than nothing, but damn, I gotta be blind in one eye? Even though he wasn't. That was ridiculous. In the first Tenchu, he got slashed in the eye, but he wasn't like, I can't see. You know, he could see perfectly fine. They didn't put the blind eye on him, you know, which they should have done. Like, I've seen people who can't see through their eye and they got like a little membrane there. Like, if you got slashed through your eyeball, you usually just kind of like pull it out and close your eye, right? But Rikimaru, and I mean, I've seen his face really intimately in all of these games, and you can see that his eye is open. He's looking all over the place. So I don't know what's going on with that. It's garbage. Anyway, before my kid busts through the door, you guys have fun. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this story, what you think they could have changed to make it a little bit better, and what's a better option than that stupid eye thing. You know, maybe tell him that, he's you know, you thought you couldn't have sex with anybody, make babies. Master Shiunzai put a jutsu on your penis so it wouldn't grow out, so you couldn't have any kids. But now that you're old enough to have children, you can use your jutsu to get a boner, you know. Anyway. See you guys on the next one. I think Yame will be the next one. Peace.